What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I want to welcome you to this tutorial. This is a little different tutorial than I normally do. It is using my airbrush, but this time I'm going to show you how to actually make flames. How to airbrush flames onto your models. This was requested by several of my friends, but most of all, of course, Wolf Brother Mythos pushing for me to make a friggin' video on this. So this is for you, Mythos. Darn you. The reason why I'm a little salty about having to make a video is because there are so many freaking videos on how to airbrush flames on objects and stuff. But something that he did bring to my attention was there aren't any or that many tutorials on how to airbrush flames on an actual model, on a miniature, on things like this. This is off of a drop pod door, right? So, by the way, I just acquired a new commission. I'm going to be painting an army, a salamander army. I don't know why I can't English like I normally can't, right? Anyway, so I showed the client, because this is an idea that I had. Of course, salamanders are, they usually like flames. They like that, And so I was thinking, dude, that would be really cool if I can just create some badass looking flames on the drop pod doors on this particular model. I did a sample, I didn't even prime it. I just kind of did it on just the plastic itself, and I sent them a picture. I said, dude, look, if you don't like it, I'm okay with it. This is completely cleanable, cleanable. I can wipe it down. It's not on a prime surface. So I went ahead and did that, and he came back, I'm like, oh gosh, I wonder if he's, you get nervous, when you're dealing with the client. He came back and he goes, oh my God, dude, that is so freaking cool. So I said, I want it. All right. So I went ahead and I painted the door first. I wiped everything down, started from scratch, painted the door, and did my highlighting and everything. And then I went and did the flames, showed him again. And he was like, oh my God, I have to share this. This is amazing. Okay, so great. He loves it. So I shared it with my friends. And of course, they're like, dude, tutorial. Oh, there are so many tutorials out there. I'm serious, guys. YouTube is just flooded with tutorials on how to make flames. But again, how do you translate that to a small scale like this? So this is what I'm going to show you. This is the only reason why I'm actually doing this, is because there aren't that many tutorials on how to do airbrushing flames on a small miniature model like this. Okay? So, guys, sit back, relax, pay attention. I'm going to show you the things that I use. I actually cut my own templates. Yeah, I use my own templates. You need an airbrush. Sorry, guys, if you're trying to regular brush it, that's not going to work for you. You need an airbrush. I'll show you the paints that I'm using and the approximate size that I use for my templates, because they're going to be small. And that's pretty much it. And I'll check back here with you in just a second. So check out this video. All right, guys, here we are. Here we got these drop pod panels, doors or whatever, and we're going to make them look like that. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm using. Here's these little templates. This little wavy template I cut myself. I didn't cut myself. Here I created this other one. It kind of looks like a little messed up Chinese star. And you notice that each little lobe that I created is different. And that's kind of what you want. You want to have different, especially when you do the little wavy template, make sure that the template is different. It's like the waves are different each one. And I'm using this template material. You can get that at any hobby store. I got mine at Hobby Lobby for a couple of bucks, and it's a nice little firm thickness, but it's flexible, and you need that because you need to be able to flex that template around edges, kind of like these doors. I'm using Dead White from Vallejo Game Air. It's a great paint. It brings very, very bright white, and I'm pushing it through my airbrush. So we're going to go ahead and move this aside, and we're going to get started here. We're going to get the little, I'm going to call it the goofy Chinese star. We're going to get the little round template, this little flower template, if you will, and we're going to use these lobes. And basically we're going to spray around the lobe to create like a U shape. Now it's going to be light sprayed. Make sure you do not go balls to the wall. So make sure it's a light spray to kind of give it a light little U effect. Okay, and you'll see here in just a second once I move my stupid hand out the way. You'll get a better, clearer shot here in a few minutes here. I'm sorry, guys, I'm recorded from the wrong direction. Now here you can see I've got the little U effect, and I'm going to zoom in here just so you can see. All right, and then I'm going to take my wavy template that I created, and I'm going to just do a light spray, and that's going to create the flames. Again, you just want to have a light control. You do not. You see how that turned out? So you just got to make it a little flame. It looks like a flame. We're going to do a couple of those, and we're going to start from around the area where we created the U. And you see how each flicker is different, and that's another thing. You want to alternate the template. That way all your flames are different. Remember, fire is chaos, right? It is completely, it is confusion. It is just mindless, and there's no organization. And that's kind of what you want. You want to create your flames in a way where it's different. It's odd, but beautiful, you know, as fire really is. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to create a couple of these little flame flickers coming straight from the source. Now, a couple of suggestions that I'm going to make. First of all, I highly recommend that you practice on a piece of cardboard or something. That way you can learn control. You're going to need to have a pretty good amount of control with your airbrush, because if you start to overspray, you know, or like if it runs away from you and you spray a big blotch of white, you can't come back from that at all. You're done. That's looking pretty good. So we're going to move that one aside. We're going to start on the next piece here. And same thing, I'm going to take the little flower template. Now the way I cut that flower template, again, what I did was I drew it first, and I made the lobes all different lengths, different sizes. And remember, you want to kind of give it a bulb look. And I'm trying to video this, you know, in a way where you can see what I'm doing, and I apologize, but I'm trying to do my best here. So basically, here I'm spraying same thing, a light spray. And then I take my wave template again, and I start from the bottom, right around where the little U shape is, the bulb shape, and you start creating the flames. You work your way from the bottom up. Now, don't worry if you have some overspray. If you got a little bit overspray, then what you want to do is you take your wave template, and you're gonna spray right over that, and then you're gonna do a light spray coming out. So it's just gonna look like highlight. It's not gonna be too bad. Now remember, once you've gotten your hot orange sprayed on there, it's gonna look a lot better, and I promise you, it will mask a lot of you know, screw ups. So I'm telling you, I'm not too crazy about how this one turned out. See, I kind of goofed it up there. So then I'm going to just say, okay, fine. I'm just going to cover it up here and create another flame. There, look at that. Really easy to do. So just kind of cover it up a little bit. And finally, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. The more I kept working with it, the more I figured I'm just going to keep screwing it up. I'm done. So we're going to move that one out the way, and then we're going to start with the next one. All right, same thing. Now this time I'm just using the wave template. The wave template, you know, again, it's got, it's not the same. I basically just cut a different pattern. it's totally different pattern from the bottom all the way to the top, and both sides are different. So that's why you can do that. You can alternate it, move it up, move it around, and it gives you a different wave pattern, different flame pattern, if you will. Now I'm using this one instead of the flower template, just to kind of show you the difference. I like all my flames different. Remember, fire is chaos. There's no flame or fire alike, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm creating just different patterns and different styles, right? And not only that, but this allows you a freedom, the freedom to be able to do whatever the heck you want with your flames. It gives you a little more freedom to be able to express yourself. This is art, man. Now again, don't get too caught up on how your flames are looking. If there's, if they're too bright or too, not bright. Trust me, you definitely want to have some brightness to the edges of your flames, but don't get too caught up, especially if you're just starting out. One more to go. Same thing, I'm using the wave template. I'm starting from the bottom of the model and working my way up. Now the one thing you do not want to have your pattern looking identical, and that's kind of where I started out here, and that's when I realized, oh crap, okay, the flames are starting to look the same. So now I needed to change it up. So I needed to alternate some of these patterns here because everything's starting to look the same. Again, I really recommend that you practice on a piece of cardboard or something else, because again, you've got to have a little bit of control, sufficient control on your airbrush, because you do not want to do overspraying. This is delicate. As you can see, I'm barely spraying this white paint on this model. You do not want a lot of overspray. You do not want to alter the color of the door or whatever it is you're painting. All we're doing is we're creating a new paint, a new deal on it. So that's pretty much it. So now we have the white on the doors. We've got the flames already done. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop this here in just a second, and we're going to go right back to putting the hot orange. So we got all these four, we're good to go. I'll see you in just a second. All right, and we're back. So I'm going to go ahead and add my thinner. I'm using Vallejo airbrush thinner, and I already got my hot orange already set out. I had to thin it down, so I'll pour as much of that as I can here. And I'm going to go ahead and do what's called a backflow technique to be able to mix it up pretty good here. All right. So basically what I'm doing here with the hot orange, I'm going to coat the bottom half. I'm going to make it stronger, or this is translucent paint, okay? So I'm just kind of making the lower half a lot darker, and the lighter half, the lighter side, top, I can't even talk today. I'm kind of using this template to kind of give it little flame effects as well. You can see here, this will kind of give it a little orangey flickering. So basically what I was trying to say is that when I spray the hot orange, the bottom part of the flame is going to be darker. It's going to be like hot, 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 right? And then, of course, the top part is going to be lighter. It's already looking pretty decent. I'm going to come back and darken the bottom half here later. Same thing. We're going to go ahead and darken the bottom half. going to use a little wave template to kind of give it a little flame effect here with the hot orange. And then I'm just kind of giving it a little overspray. Now again, because this is translucent paint, you can be as liberal as you want to be on this particular paint job. So I'm going to take the other one, and we're going to go ahead and, again, we're going to darken the bottom half of this. We want the bottom of this fire to look really, really hot orange, almost embers, right? It's got to be glowing. Not only that, but it gives you a really cool effect. Kind of gives it a shading effect of the model as well. Again, we'll just darken the lower half. Nice and really hot. And I'm going to take my template. Again, I'm just randomly creating new flames with the template here. And then I just darken it up. And that's looking pretty good here. You can just kind of make a nice, rich, fiery effect in the bottom. Then a little lighter on the top. And again, this particular color, this particular paint is translucent, so it'll be a lot more forgiving than if you're doing it with white. You can see the transition there. You see you want it darker in the bottom and lighter in the top. Now this is the one that I kind of screwed up on, and you can see how this particular paint will definitely mask the oops. You see I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to darken the bottom side, make it nice and rich, very hot effect, and then lighten the top. But you'll see what happens is the little bright spots there that I kind of goofed up at, they're going to look really cool after I'm done. Because it's going to look like, you know, a flash effect. So I'm just take this template and I'm going to, same thing, I'm going to create, just turn it around here and I'm going to create a nice little flame. Again, darken the bottom some more. And now it just looks like highlight. Look at that. There you go. See the difference? And that one can probably use a little more, but you know, we'll come back to it later. And there you have it, guys. All these doors are painted, looking really good. Show you the paint again: dead white and orange or hot orange from Vallejo. And that's pretty much it, guys. This turned out pretty good. So I hope you like it, and here I'll see you in just a second. Cheers. All right, guys, and look, I really hope that you enjoyed this this segment. Again, not something that I normally do. I think, you know, something I was just thinking about. I don't think there are that many videos on doing this because a lot of people want to hang on to their little secrets. I really do. It is special. It is something really cool, but I can't tell you how easy it is to do that. You definitely need a level amount of, you know, a certain amount of control with the airbrush, but it's not impossible. It's not something that is, you know, ridiculous. You know, just like in the tutorial itself. So I'm really happy to share it with you guys. Mythos, and those of you that are watching, guys, I hope you get something out of it. I hope that that it was helpful. If you think it was helpful, you like what you see, then I'll ask you to please hit the like button. You know, and we appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys hanging out, you know, and watching these videos. Also, if you've got friends that, you know, you want to share this, please share this video with them. You know, hey, have them subscribe. You know, we can, you know, we welcome the more people to our family, right? So Brother Mythos and I would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Also, hit that little bell. There's a little bell right next to, you know, right next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get constant reminders of when every time we post a video. We have all kinds of content here. you know, and we like to have fun on this show. You know, Mythos and I, you know, we go a long way back, and you know, we have a passion for this hobby. You know, Warhammer is it. You know, hobbying, painting, the whole 9 yards. So guys, thanks for watching. Again, if you like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, put some comments below. Let us know what you think of these flames. And hey guys, get your freak on.